Daisy. Hi, honey, baby. Hi, girl. Hi, sweetie. What you doing, honey? You want to go to beddy, huh? You want to go to beddy already? It's not time to go beddy, honey. It's not time to go beddy yet, honey. Not yet. It's not, honey. That's a good girl, honey. That's a good baby, honey. Yeah. That's my good Daisy. That's my good honey, hon. That's my good girl, hon. That's my good Daisy. All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a boom, boom. Yeah, honey. That's a good girl. That's a good girl, honey. Oh, yeah, honey. All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a boom, boom. Got this toaster popcorn. Move this way. All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a boom, boom, baby. You know that? All I want to do is a boom, 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 and a boom, boom. Hey Kay, how you doing? Yeah, where you been? Yeah, these notices don't work that great on YouTube. I'm cooking this bag of popcorn, so bear with me a second. You want to go out and go pee-pee, honey? Oh wow, we're not going bye-bye, but you can go out there if you want. I bought Daisy a imposter set of these rawhide she loves, and they weren't the ones that she normally eats. And I shouldn't have bought them. I should have known better. I've done this before. Sure enough, I tore the bag open and gave her one. She spit it out. So I went and bought 2 bags of them today. It's like $8 a bag or something like that. It's got duck and chicken liver on it, on a little skinny piece of rawhide. And she saw me taking those out of the bag and got excited. I mean, everybody thinks their dog's the smartest dog in the world. But I gave her one. She prances around, running around, all happy. So the imposter rawhides did not work. Oh, yeah, those taste good to you, don't they? Wow, huh? Oh, yeah, that's a good girl. That happens to a lot of people, Kato. It's just the way it is. No, spit it out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everybody thinks they got the smartest dog in the world, but Daisy is the smartest dog I've ever had. You're not going to bullshit her on anything. I knew when I bought him, I shouldn't have bought a whole damn bag, but you couldn't just buy an individual one. I think I'll leave them out for the raccoons. It's cooled down kind of nice tonight. Thinking about going down to Detroit tomorrow, which is nuts. It's going to be 95 Wednesday. I mean, I like it up here. It's beautiful, wildlife, all that, but it's also super boring. Hey, Kathy. I mean, I can only look at deer and birds so long. Kathy, how you doing tonight? Yeah, it's just, YouTube sent me about a 40-minute survey the other day. I really let them have it on the notices and some other stuff they do. I mean, I'm thankful to YouTube. I appreciate them. But they piss me off and I don't trust them, and I told them that. They probably asked 30 questions on trust and do I think they have my back, and I gave them a damn near a 0 on every one of them. It's a strange company. Oh, cool. I paid to have 25 cats spayed and neutered about 5 years ago. Yeah, she's a really cool dog. I mean, I don't know if I'll go down there or not. It's stupid to go down there when it's this hot. I'd leave Daisy home. Even if I go to Detroit, I'll leave her in a hotel room. It's not bad. But the way Michigan Avenue is set up where I go most of the time, it's northwest, southeast. And the same way the sun comes up and the sun sets. There's 3 trees in about a 10-mile swath at Michigan Avenue. No bushes. So basically, you roast your ass off from the morning till the time the sun sets. It is perfectly over Michigan Avenue the whole damn day. So it's just a bad area to be in. Even if you were in the shade, but you're not. You're out in the bright sunlight. Really weird. I guess just like people, some dogs have good genes or smart. Daisy picks up on so much stuff by just watching. She was super smart as a 6-month-old puppy. Learned everything right away. Just in the last few days, she's been wanting me to hold her a lot more. I don't know why. How's the area where you're living in, Kathy? And Elise, is it still kind of chaotic because of this COVID bullshit? Or has it gotten back to quasi-normal? It's still a mess, even up here. They just had the governor, you can't go in a place and drink anymore, I guess. Some regions or sections or something, but all sorts of stuff closes early. Some places never reopen. Walmart used to be a really nice Walmart where I live. really well organized and nice. You go in there now, shit's all over the place, stuff missing from the shelves, people pissed off taking their bottles back. It looks like a dumpy Walmart now. No, they say that 1 out of 10 birds, wild birds, their life is ended by a feral cat. Yeah. Yeah, it's YouTube's problem. They keep, sending you things about growing a channel, and you can't even, people that subscribe to you don't even get a notice. I think they finally got where they can't keep up with their servers and their bandwidth. Can only upload one video at a time. Yeah, I don't blame you, Mel. I'm not really, if I was 25, I'd be worried about this COVID shit. But one advantage of being older is, all the years that I did things because I wanted to live to an old age, they paid off. I'm old. So if I got that stuff at this age, it's not like you're going to see some great young life in this abstract fantasy of all this cool shit you're going to miss out on because you'll be dead. When you're my age now, I had a great life. I did a lot of fun things. I think I exceeded my expectations. So if I got this COVID shit, it's not that big a deal compared to a young person or someone with a family or someone that had someone that depended on them. I mean, other than Daisy finding a home, it wouldn't be that big a deal. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons they claim the Detroit had such a problem. That was because that was one of the two international airports that continued to allow people to fly in from Asia well after this COVID was established in Michigan. Oh yeah, big time. Sports, man, I hate to say it, but even the professional level, man, and at the college level, they're already hitting the panic button on revenue. I think mandatory mask is a good idea. I mean, it's a pain in the ass. I get a buddy that's a doctor that they got to wear 2 masks. And he said it really wears you out trying to talk and breathe through the damn thing during the course of a 15-hour day. Yeah, that's what they need to do. I think it should be a $1,000 fine for no mask. I really do. Yeah, you're right, Zach. Yeah, I agree with you. College isn't worth it any longer, especially if you get a bullshit degree like I do. I mean, when I went to college, it was no big deal. I just kind of fucked around and, half-ass went to class and ended up with a 4-year degree. It didn't cost much. It was worth it, right? Because people were still buying in that a 4-year degree, made you a good employee, which was nonsense. I've been basically self-employed my whole life. Now, if you've got to be a nurse or a lawyer or something that requires, licensing, I get it. But this bullshit degree in English or history or criminal justice like I got, total waste of money. Not at all. To graduate with $125,000 debt and you're working at Starbucks. Yeah, I mean, like maybe programming or coding, bumping and painting, plumbing, something. Something where you can actually get a job. Yeah, I believe it, Christina. I mean, it's nuts. Hey, Mark, how you doing? I went to a junior college for a year. Had a good time. I was never too serious as a student. I mean, I barely got in and barely got out of everywhere. Yeah, you know, the problem is a lot of the vocations, man, there's not enough building going on anymore. When's the last time you saw someone building a new house in your neighborhood? Hardly ever. You know, plumbing is good. You can go fix old plumbing and maybe a roofer, you got to have a roof. But as far as the vocations that would require like new construction, finished carpentry and stuff, shit, man, there's just a bunch of guys around that have been doing it for years that can't get work. Hey, Norman. Yeah, I think so too, Zach. No? These colleges are hurting big time. You know, when I went to college, your tuition was subsidized by all sorts of shit. The state, the federal government. So basically, you were just chipping into part of the pie to go there, and it was reasonable. Well, all that funding's cut out now, and colleges are trying to stay afloat based on tuition, which is why it's 10 times more than it's ever been, because they're not getting the free money they used to. Oh, is it, Mark? Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but when you're young, saving money is so goddamn boring, it's ridiculous. You know, you want to date girls and have a decent car, live on your own, and that's hard to do both. Oh, really, Mo? I wouldn't want to live in Arizona, too hot. Yeah, welding. There you go. Yeah, I would have believed that one. I would go with that. Okay. That was my problem when I was young. I didn't like any of that stuff. I had a job in a factory for about a week. I couldn't stand it. And then I got a cake job at the railroad where I would supply the engines with toilet paper, fuses, a jug of water, and napkins. And I didn't do shit. I'd work about an hour and then screw around for the next 7, sometimes work double shifts. And even though I had it made and I didn't do much work, I hated that too. There's just something about the smell of industry I don't like. I find it interesting to photograph. 111. Yeah, I'd leave that place tomorrow morning. But I don't like working those kind of labor jobs in those places. I don't like the smell of it and the noise. No, no way. No. I was basically, you know, where I came from was blue collar. Everybody went to work at a factory. And I wasn't going to do it. I tried it, man. There's no way, man. I thought, work here 40 years. Are you out of your mind? Yeah, I don't blame you, Zach. I'd rather have time off and money. Yep. Jackson Brown. He's finally starting to look older, man. That guy looked the same for 50 years. Oh, 110, no way. I think I'd hang myself if I lived out there. The rope didn't slip off because I was sweating too much. Oh my God, no kidding. It looks like I'm going to just be able to do my YouTube videos till the day I die. Yeah, I do like sunsets. I do. What city are you in out there, Mel? Yeah.
Be too sweaty. Shouldn't even kill yourself in that heat. Hey, Elzer, how you doing? Is you want to go pee-pee him? It's different now than it used to be. In the old days, uneducated, hardworking, lived a great life. You know, for the 60s, 50s, 60s, and 70s, in the early 80s, factory workers in Detroit made more than professionals. No shit. Especially like college professors. That's all gone now. And when you look at inflation and what they start people out in, it's just a job to break even, maybe. That's like $10 an hour jobs. You can't live on that. You're renting an apartment. Rent's crazy now because the landlords realize that they can get a lot of rent when people can't qualify for mortgages. Gas is cheaper than it's been, but it's still high. I mean, if interest was zero, it would still be hard to live. In fact, back when I was starting out, interest was 18, 19%, but everybody was making money, so you didn't give a shit. That was a thriving economy. Oh, Cave Creek. You ever drink any of that beer out there with the chili pepper in it? Scottsdale's nice. I used to go to the P.F. Chang's out there. Yeah. Those days are over. Not anymore. I think you start out at $15 an hour now. If you count out inflation. Oh, big time, Zach. You don't drink? How old are you, Mel? Yeah, there's good sections. I mean, they're all good sections, and it's just what you're looking for, you know? What do you consider a good section? Like all white people, a lot of money, and you don't have to lock your car, or living in the hood where you got to chain down your gas grill? Oh, good for you, Mel. All right. No, you got a lot of time to appreciate drinking. Not over yet. I think I'm going to be a life coach. You know, I never liked the George Foreman grill. I got 2 for presents, gave them away. It kind of like steams the meat. It doesn't really like, it's nothing like a real grill. I don't consider burn marks in a hot dog grilling. He made a lot of money off that thing, though. Name recognition, it matters. No, I didn't have any kids. No, thank God. No, I never wanted kids, to tell you the truth. I just don't think it's like grilling at all. I think it's just like a microwave with a burn mark. All the grease drips around, all that bullshit. I'd rather put it on a piece of tinfoil and broil something. I mean, I had one a long time ago. Maybe they're better. My career is YouTube videos now. Just drive around, interview, take photos. Oh, does it really? No, that's because now you're a female. That's why. I think that there's a biological factor that happens. Well, I can give you all the examples you need about people that wish they didn't have them, so hope that makes you feel better. You know, I'm thinking about going down there tomorrow, which is absolutely insane, because I just get bored up here. Oh, that's all right, Elzera. That's okay. No big deal. You're probably more mature, and it benefited both of you. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'll leave Daisy in the hotel. I don't mind it really that bad, but it affects the people that are out in Detroit. No, I had fleeting thoughts of moving down there, but I probably won't. It's very cheap to live here. No crime. When I get down there and I have like, sometimes I think, why would you ever think about moving down here? And I can get down there in 2.5 hours. So, I mean, I might, but I think I'd regret it. Oh, parked is brutal. You got that right. Actually, I almost drove down there tonight so I could drive in the night. I see it's going to cool down later in the week, but I don't want to wait that long. You want to go out and go pee-pee, honey? You want to go out there and go pee-pee? Huh? You want to go out there and go pee-pee? Want to go pee-pee? Go on. Go out there pee-pee. All right. You don't want to go pee-pee. That's okay. You don't have to go pee-pee, honey. I think I would. I think I would get bored in Detroit. And living down where I enjoy it, like down around the Stroll, is just like insane. Place is constantly getting broke in. Hey Faye, how you doing? Hey Sandy, how you doing? You see I uploaded your cards. So I'll probably stay up here. And really, if you think about it, if you're familiar with Michigan's, this is about where you have to go to really get out of the bullshit. You still have tons of problems all the way up through Flint, Saginaw, Bay City. I guess I could be in Standish, but you really got to get about an hour north of Bay City, which is where I'm at, to really get out in the wild, the no crime, the cheap everything. Oh, yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I sent all those other cards back to people today. Got a little sad sending them Ravens back. Not a lot, just a little. As I said the other night, there's certain things that just hurt you. And when you think of them, I'm pretty good at just not thinking about them. I mean, if I dwelled on that shit, I would really get super depressed, so I don't. It's the same thing with like Becky. I'll worry about her. Everybody, man, really. I mean, I guess I'm good at cutting it off. Yeah, Marguerite be glad. I get a ton of clothes from Marguerite. I got to get her some other things. Yeah. Now, sure, if you read about heroin addiction, I didn't know anything about it before I started doing this. I mean, I knew it was bad. I knew people did it. I knew it was a factor in prostitution, but man, it's truly, they say it's the devil. That's no shit. If you were ever gonna put, something like the devil in a forum for humans to get addicted to. That's it. Oh, that's okay, Faye. I wouldn't say she's in trouble, Mark. Not really. I mean, she is. Yeah, you're right. But they all do. You get picked up. You know, you get caught with drugs. I mean, sucks. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's how I am, Zach. Yeah. I mean, I've said all along, I think I'm a big of a nut that I can compartmentalize it. Yeah, it was sad on Penny. Penny's video is actually the one that, you know, I'm reluctant to say this, kind of got me on the map with the popular channel, which I was never really looking for. And I don't know if I'd say popular, it sounds like narcissistic, but a channel other people had interest in. It was the Penny video. Someone had copied it and put it on Reddit one night, and it went viral, and there you go. It is survival, I agree, Cindy. Yeah, homeless. Yeah, good for you. Congratulations, Kay. I mean, hey, Roxanne, how are you? Hey, Dak Girl, how's it going? No, that's one thing I've noticed, Dilger. Wendy's mother's like that too. I don't interview her a lot because she doesn't like to do interviews. But I talked to her mother, a Polish lady, strict Catholic. It just absolutely kills her that her daughter's out there. Well, I've had huge problems with depression, Zach, so I could talk about that all night long. Good, Roxanne. Depression's a bitch, man. Chronic depression. I'm not talking about the blues. Yeah, I agree with that thing. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Kay. It sure does. Yeah. It's just such a sad life, man. I mean, it's like if you sat around and were just a chronic drunk and you just stayed in your house and got drunk, that's bad enough. But can you imagine just no place to live, not caring about hygiene, getting all sorts of STDs, good chance you're HIV positive, getting hassled by the cops all the time, kicked out by the store owners, and having sex with 20 strangers that are absolutely disgusting. Uh, the inability to, I would say chronic depression would be the inability to continue on with life. It gets so bad you don't want to live anymore. You want to escape it. You can't. They say things like you can't cope. I always thought that was bullshit. Yeah, you can't cope because you're going fucking crazy, and nothing means anything, and you don't get any enjoyment on anything. You don't socialize. You don't want relationships. You don't feel like working. Laundry is a goddamn like climbing Mount Everest. Paying bills on time is like daunting. Anything more than a TV dinner. You get TV dinners that don't have the dessert because the dessert, they want you to take the plastic off the top of the apples, and that's too much work. You want a TV dinner that you can just put in for 10 minutes, not have to take the plastic off and stir, or take the plastic off the dessert section. You want everything as simple and brainless as possible. Yeah, Zoloft's an old antidepressant. There are much better ones now, you know. I mean, I do think there's swallowing a pill that has side effects is better than blowing your head off. Oh, I've been suicidal before. I sure have. I didn't think I'd ever get there, but I did. No, you don't care about anything, no. And you'll be very aggressive and negative. Everything sucks. You find fault in everything. All TV shows are boring. All politicians are crooks. All sporting events are fixed. All your neighbors are a bunch of douchebags. Yeah. Well, good for you, Christina. That's good. I mean, I think that's a huge factor in the people that I interview. Everything is overwhelming, particularly laundry. I mean, laundry is like somebody coming up to you and saying, would you build a 10,000 square foot mansion for me for free? Laundry is just so much bullshit. It's all the things you got to do. You have to put it in a basket, put the soap in, wash it, dry it, fold it, hang it. It's a killer. No, I've been there, Mel. I know all about it. Oh yeah, you don't want to do anything. And anything is everything is a super problem. Hey Terry, a problem with a cell phone is like somebody asked you to design a rocket booster for the space shuttle. Even one little tiny thing of calling. Oh, congratulations, Laura. That's hard to do. Good for you. Oh, super cynical. Even on my best days, I'm cynical. Yeah, well, believe me, I've been there. You know, it's funny. I got a friend of mine that lives out in California. Super intelligent, pretty girl, and she just can't do laundry. And she's very frugal, cheap, but she pays to have her laundry done because it'll pile up for 3 weeks. She won't do any of it. So, I mean, you can have problems that doesn't necessarily mean you're chronically depressed. My mother hated house cleaning. Yeah, everything becomes totally overwhelming, yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. You know, when you're young and you're naive and you're depressed, your naivete gives you some hope to think that you're going to get over this because you're young and you've got this whole life ahead of you and you're going to meet this wonderful person and, you know, everything is somehow going to work out. And then when you get years of this negative thinking behind you, and you get my age, you don't think that way anymore. Yeah, seems impossible. Oh, good for you, Laura. See, there are definitely antidepressants that help, and there are antidepressants that can make you worse. Antidepressants that do nothing. You know, it's a roulette wheel on what's going to work for somebody. You know. Oh, okay, Mel. Okay. Yeah, and some people, like, you know, obsessive compulsive people, they love to do clothes. I don't think that's a requirement for, you know, enjoying laundry. I don't mind laundry, to tell you the truth. Oh, good for you, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. That's good. Oh, yeah, man. I get it, black magic, believe me. Oh, no, really, Mel? No kidding, huh? Yeah, lucky I got that behind me. I juggled those balls for my whole life. Yeah, I don't do too many dishes. I do one dish and then I wash it right away. Yeah, I don't blame you, Terry. Yeah. Get paper plates. Yeah, I've been there, Choose Joy. I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, I wish I could give you some great advice uh, and shortcuts for this, but I'm telling you, I can't. Yeah, Michigan, Mishman. I mean, I don't. I mean, other people seem to define what they think my relationship is with the women I interview. I mean, I never really went down there and had some objective goal or thought I was Mr. Big Shot, great guy coming down saving the world, or thinking I was some great guy by giving him $10. Honestly, it would just interest me, and I wanted to know how they got there. There's a rational response to that. Well, there's an argument for that. Actually, there's a theory out there that says that depressed people see life in a clearer vision than people that aren't depressed. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I mean, there's an argument for it. You know, I'm really not qualified to say that. I couldn't answer that other than just pulling some bullshit out of the air. So I'm not trying to dodge a question. It's just, I don't know. I don't know that anybody knows, but I know there's a theory for that, and it's in many published journals. Yeah, that's cool, Terry. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think what's helped me is honestly is just getting older. I mean, it sounds terrible, but it's not like I'm 30 years old and super depressed and worried about experiencing. I mean, all the stuff you do when you're young, like when I was your age, Zach, it's to get where I'm at now. I mean, maybe you don't smoke because you don't want lung cancer or COPD. Maybe you don't eat a lot of high-fat food because you don't want to have a heart attack or a stroke. Well, I've made it to the age where when I was your age, I didn't do certain things because I wanted to get this far without major problems. And now that I'm this far, that's all behind me. And if I look in the future, I'm not saying I should go out and eat filet mignon and get my cholesterol up as high as I could, but chasing this rabbit isn't what it used to be. I'm kind of on a free-for-all of having a lot less stress and just making YouTube videos. Maybe I'll do it like 10 or 15 more years. I mean, they'll probably find me face down in Delray someday or in Michigan Avenue, and that'd be fine with me. But I don't have these like career aspirations or that I'm going to meet Miss Wonderful and we're going to have 2 kids that are going to win gold medals in the Olympics. I don't want anything from anybody, which I think helps me in going out and interviewing people. I'm not trying to screw anybody. I'm not trying to take advantage of them. I'm not trying to make a lot of money. I'm not trying to buy a new car. I don't want to live in a big house. So, I mean, my plate is clear with expectations, and that seems to work pretty good for me. My life's not complicated. I got a dog I take swimming once or twice a day, and I eat whatever I want, buy whatever I want, and I don't want to fuck it up. Yeah, you're right, YouTuber. Yeah. Because there's a lot of shit luck involved. It's like musical chairs. Honest to God, I'm shocked that I've lived this long. Hey, Leon. I really am. I can't believe I made it this far. Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it? Well, I mean, I don't want to sound like a cornball, but I think I identify with these people. I do. And I think, everybody just looks at prostitution, drug addiction, but there's a lot going on that gets you there. I mean, who in this world doesn't know where heroin addiction is going to get you? How could any rational, semi-intelligent person decide to shoot themselves up with heroin when there's a billion examples out there that it's going to ruin their life for good? Yeah, I try to be honest about stuff. I mean, you know, the thing about it is, I mean, am I like naturally like just some super honest guy? Probably not. I think the reason I'm honest is because I can afford to be. I don't have anything to gain. I'm not selling out. I'm not trying to get a sponsor or, you know, I can afford to be honest. And that's sad that that's what it takes to be able to do that. I got as many enemies as I got friends. Well, I mean, in a way, I am 100 years old. And if you look at society and the whole scheme of things and the life expectancy of an average person, I mean, effectively, I mean, there's an argument that I would be 100 years old considering what I want out of life now, you know? Yeah, die young, that's exactly right, you know? No, no one sets out to be in it, it's exactly right. So, I mean, there's a whole myriad of reasons why people get there. But by the time they get on the streets and they're selling themselves, all that's addressed is the crime, the prostitution, and the drug use, not what got them there to begin with. Yeah, Dak, that's the way it is, man. It comes along with the cherry. I mean, you know, you guys are the people that like me that are come on here and talk to the chat. I mean, I don't think that's a fair representation of the whole piece of pie and the whole scheme of things. I mean, I talk a lot of shit. I mean, if I get along with people and I like people, I'm a good guy. If I've got enemies and I don't like them, I'm not such a good guy. So, I mean, it comes with the territory. I mean, that's just kind of my personality. I mean, I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. Inhibitions do get lowered. You're right, Terry. Yeah. I think a lot of it is ego. I would agree with that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I always thought so too. Yeah, I can't believe I've lived this long. I swear to God. Yeah, I mean, you know, not toot my own horn, but look, I was thinking of this today. It's funny you bring that up because, you know, I think you should do things anonymously. That guy that sent that $100 to Raven's family, I just got tears in my eyes when I read it because to me, that's really stepping up to the plate. When you're sending $100 to someone you didn't know based on their interviews to their family, that just speaks volumes. And you can't do things because you have an expectation of getting rewarded. I mean, if I go out and save 100 ducklings from walking across an expressway and getting run over, and I go down there and luckily some people can see the light and have a better life, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have the most painful liver cancer in the world and suffer for the next 10 years. It doesn't work that way. I think you just make a decision, it's your personality, and you go with it. And what happens, happens. I mean, I don't think you could just, you know, as Christians would call it, have a list of good works and expect to benefit from that. I don't. I mean, I still think they got a chair with my name in hell on it. Yeah, I know I'm 64, but when you look at like 64 and beyond that, I mean, what is it? Bingo? You know, trying not to pass out by blowing a party favor on New Year's. It's not like the great fun years when you were young. You know, maybe I'll buy bigger bags of birdseed, but it isn't like the youthful naivete where you thought that life was going to be great somehow, because you've lived most of it already. Well, if you're in places like Vermont and Oregon, you don't have to. The glitch with that is, as opposed to Europe, is that you have to be terminal, which I'm fine with. But we do have, you know, hospice here, which they do, you know, basically get you high on morphine until you kick the bucket. Hey, James. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Nickel. How you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, doesn't it feel weird? Yeah, I think the same thing too. Yeah, my mom died at 62. Yeah, 1982. No, I haven't YouTuber because you know what? It's gonna turn into some bullshit. I tried that early on, like it's just not for me. I don't like meetings and socializing. And the invisible people guy, I don't think he pays anybody, and I don't know. I don't think that's good. Hey, Revolution, how you doing? Oh, no kidding, huh? Yeah, send me a link to that if you could. I think you're not talking about that. Remember that Mitch album did that thing with something with Maury. Oh, down there in Chicago, John, or Detroit. Nigga, what kind of work did you do for your life during your life? Hey, Superwoman, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, Tuesdays is more. I'm not a Mitch album fan, but I don't. So I really couldn't comment on that. What are you talking about, man? Are you talking about a porcupine? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. Did you have a good time? Did you get nailed with that heat? Hello, Donna. How are you? Oh, okay, John. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honest to God, it sounds like it's. I would know this. Honestly, to give you 100% truthful answer, I don't know why I do what I do. I do know this. When I'm down there, it changes my personality. It really does. The minute I start interviewing people, I have 10 times the patience I have in any other facet of my life. At home, with other people. Once in a while, I rarely watch one of my interviews, but I will watch it and I think, I cannot believe you put up with this. But I'm glad to. It's so crazy. I'm telling you, man, there's something goes on in my mind when I do this. You're right, Rita. I'd agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, porcupine. uh, yeah, I think from what I know, white underbelly. I don't know what the deal is with that guy. Oh, thank you, Ding. I mean, I don't think I have any. I mean, people refer to this as a hobby and work and stuff like that. I don't really look at it that way, honest to God, man. I mean, I like doing it, but I really don't know why. Oh, thank you. I get bored sometimes, and I just looking through some of my old photos, and thank you. Yeah, I'm happier there. I really am happier there. When I get up here, there's nothing to do. I don't have any social life up here. You know, I didn't have social life up here even before COVID. I mean, it's just nothing to do. It's like mostly families, and I don't go to bars. But I do like being able to get in the car and going up to the UP and get there in 2.5 hours. I like going over to Lake Huron like I did last night, over to Lake Michigan like I did when I interviewed Mari. And if I lived down around Detroit, those would be 5-hour drives and 7-hour drives. So, I mean, something has to give. And every time I think of doing something different, I just come back to this making the most sense. And it's cheap, very cost effective to live here. It's a nice community. I mean, mainly family oriented. I mean, they still get big crowds for parades and fireworks and farm night and that kind of thing. It's a farming community. Yeah, it's 2 hours, yeah. 2.5 actually, and that's making good time. But you know what, though? I think if it was right out the door, it wouldn't be the same. I would agree with that, Mark. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, never the same. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Vang. Oh, thank you, Joe. I'm glad you like them. I mean, it's funny how people, say things like that now, because when you get these subscribers, it just changes things. But I'm telling you, I had hundreds of videos of the same thing I do now with nobody watching them. But I kept uploading them, Yeah, Marvel, that's Mark Matthews. I know him, actually. I was a big time marble collector at one time, which sounds nuts, but I was super into it. You should do it, Terry. You should do it, Terry. I tell everybody to start a channel. And you could use mine to promote it, because I'm telling you, getting on YouTube now and getting a channel where people know about you is just impossible. Yeah, I love Maddie. Yeah, but a human behavior, man. All bets are off. We'll never know. Yeah, I don't know that, man. I don't know if that's a truth, if I am or not. Yeah, Maddie's a sweetheart. Hey, Virgil, how you doing? Yeah, she's from a small town. I talked to her girlfriends before. I want to come down there and take her back. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate it. I mean, there's no way of knowing who's going to get out of there and who isn't. I mean, that sounds crazy, but I understand how people can give up, and getting back into the normal swing of things in their mind doesn't seem possible. Oh, thank you, Nigel. Yeah, you ought to do a channel, man. I tell everybody, start your own channel, man. It's fun. It's easy. Get out, get you to do things. I mean, uploading videos and stuff is easy. Yeah, I know. Kelly, I give these people, cut them a lot of slack because, look, if you're a mother and you're out there and you're working girls together, that's got to do something to your mind. And then you top it with heroin, living in an abandoned home. I mean, that just on your mind has got to do something to you. Totally shit luck. Absolutely, totally true. There's millions of channels out there that should be doing great content, tons of editing. Don't do shit. You got to get one video to go viral, and that's usually by other people. Yeah, I mean, I wish the best for it, for Manny. Yeah, what I wish I could do, I mean, I wish there were people out there that would just be willing to take these people out of Detroit and live with them and get them into a rehab, and they'd have a place to live and a social life. That's a big part of the battle, getting out of there, not going back to where you're from. I'd take them to the airport or drive them out there or whatever. If you look at the one interview I did with Raven, I told her, man, we'll get the hell out of here right now. I'll take you up there now, Indiana, Upper Peninsula, let's go. I think you're right, Mish. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I mean, I'm not saying this happened, but I mean, for all we know, Maddie was getting screwed since she was 10 years old by a stepdaddy or an uncle. I mean, you just don't know, and that's stuff people don't want to bring up. But yeah, something haywire. I would agree with you. I mean, I would agree with you in the sense that a lot of the people that I've talked to have had absolute disastrous childhoods, like Tassie and Penny. And there are people that have great childhoods, like Becky. So, I mean, you can get there a lot of ways. They may not want to leave. That's a $50,000 question. It's just so daunting to get from where they're at to where you would like them to be. And the truth of the matter is, and Becky will tell you this, she's mentioned it in interviews, Becky doesn't want to be a soccer mom and with a loving husband. She doesn't. She doesn't want that. Said she'd be bored out of her mind having what most people would consider a place they'd like to see Becky get to. No, I'll never see them again. Just happened to be driving by there, Nigel. Was on the way back from the Allentown, Pennsylvania paper show. And I was cutting out to, what is it, Easton, Pennsylvania, where Larry Holmes lives. And it was on the way there. Oh, thank you, Kay. I never smoked marijuana. I never did drugs for some reason. Oh, Mishman. You've been drinking again. Physical withdrawal is a bitch too. Yeah. Just for fun sometime, I'll say to somebody that I'm down there, I'd really like to try some heroin tonight and watch their reaction. Yeah, you might be right, Real. Yeah, okay, now. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, I've done that a few. I probably bet I've done it 10 times. And watch him get upset. You're not doing that. No, you're not. Not with me around. Now, Mishman, I forget. What city do you live in? Oh, thank you, Faye. Yeah, probably right, Rita. Yep. I don't know. I don't know, Nagel. I think Becky's got something going on she's not talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. It could be. It could be. Wine country. Oh, Traverse City, huh? All right. You ought to go out and visit Mari. I doubt it, Leon. Oh, 97. Wow. I honestly, to be honest with you, Astrid, I liked Rita. It was a good conversation, but she's got a psychopath son-in-law. And she was just calling me too much. I mean, all the time. That's probably a good idea, Sacco. No, I mean, it's possible, Leon. Yeah, that's about it, Rita. Yeah, you're right. Yep. I mean, I'd love for Becky to like say, "Hey, can you help me get out of here? I've had enough." Becky, if you look at the early interview I did with Becky early on, she talks about all the people she knew that are dead now. And that was then. This is a whole year's gone by, and there's all sorts of other people dead. Yeah, you're right, John. Yeah. Yeah, I hope Miranda stays straight. She looked great. Miranda's a sweetheart. Looked good, gained some weight back, living with her boyfriend in a suburb. Didn't want to meet me down at Poncho's because it was where she was using. So things are looking up. And Amanda and Jason are doing well, living out in the suburb, working. Amanda's working at a 7-Eleven, put some weight on, looking great. Got a hold of me, wants to do an interview. Yeah, you're right, Rita. Yeah. Ah, geez, man. I've learned. I don't know. I mean, I'm just like I don't know of anybody that could like make a statement other than just pulling stuff out of the air. You never know. I mean, I've been wrong so many times. I think it's a miracle Tassie is still alive. I don't. I just there's not enough there for me to make that statement. I mean, I can guess for you if you want. Hey, Beth. Yeah. Yep. Yep. They're living together. He's working doing. I think he's doing landscaping. That's all right, Elzer. Yeah, that's a good question, Virgil. Kind of worried about that guy. I don't know how he's doing. No. Yeah, Tassie's a gold standard example. And Jesse got the hell out of there. And so did Lulu. No, Cassie has relapsed occasionally, but she's doing fine now. Look, here's another thing I've learned, man. Do not, if somebody relapses, I give them a big hug. You're almost set up to get defensive and scold them and be disappointed. And I've learned that's not the way to do it. It's the worst thing you can do. They'll bait you into that too. They're looking for a reason to tell you, get the hell out of here and don't contact me anymore. I think it is, Jack, yeah. Oh, I know. Isn't that unbelievable, Rita? Yeah, go figure is right. Yep. That takes and wipes out all bets. Well, both Amandas actually, both of them. The Amanda in Ohio and the Amanda Country, both of them. You know, Marguerite's Marguerite, a medical marvel. She's doing as good as possible. Oh, okay. I would guess no, Lisa. I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, 2 Amandas, yeah. Oh, okay, Leon. Now that Amanda that was with Coco is doing well. Living down in Ohio again, off drugs. Seems to be doing fine. Ginger's a sweetheart. I think you're right, Elger, yeah. No, that's bullshit. Emmy's doing fine. It's just some dumbass. I mean, as far as I know, back with her mother. Her mother is a sweetheart. She's a nurse. She's contacted me before. You know, it's not unusual for family members to contact me. Yeah, Rita, I know. I agree with you. I'm at a loss for words. Yeah, I mean, they're all great. Here, he's snoring. He's got allergies. Daisy's a really unique dog. Yeah, yes, she did, yep. No, that's not what happened. Wendy asked me one time to contact her mom. And then we talked after that. No, her mother. Never talked to the sister. Yeah. I know, it's crazy. Well, they got the one guy in jail. He hit 3 of them, but it couldn't have been Raven. And I don't think it could have been Stephanie, but I'm not sure on that. But definitely not Raven. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it happens quite a bit, actually. I've had, I had the state of Michigan contact me trying to find Indian Liz. Oh, no kidding, Carrie? Oh, good for you. Freeland's a long way. You should have went out and checked, see how that old flood zone north of there did. Well, Raven was buried, actually. Yeah. Whiteout Raven what, Dana? Ah, sorry about that, Dan. Somebody said something about Sarah getting attacked, but I never got any verification on that. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't talked to Cheryl lately. I think there's a child custody issue, Dana, with foster care. No, she's not missing, no. That's Jana. That's Jana. No, she's doing fine. Yeah, big time, Rita. Sure do. Yeah, they really do. Yep. Tears you apart. Children. I mean, it's a fact that the pretty girls get most of the attention. Lori Barron was going to kill herself and went up to a Detroit cop, and he took her somewhere, and supposedly she's in some assisted living care facility. Yeah, that's what I was told. Yeah. Because the guy was in jail and Raven was hit. That's what I think, Rita. That's what I think, yeah. Isn't that unbelievable, Cindy? Well, that's a problem, actually. Dope has went up. It's doubled in price because they're getting caught bringing it in. Yeah. You know, I mean, I've been doing this kind of stuff my whole life, just, chit chat with people doing photo, video. Honest to God, my whole life. And I had just millions of negatives when I was doing just photography. But, there was no place to upload video until YouTube came around. And then I was kind of burned out doing photography. So I thought, maybe I'll just try video, And then he asked me how long I've been doing that. So that's how long I've been doing it. But as far as when YouTube came out, then I kind of dicked around, was videotaping here and there. And I started going to Detroit more. And I thought, well, I would run into these working girls a lot. And I thought, maybe I could interview one, It was interesting to me. And interviewed Penny, Angel, and there you go. That's true, YouTuber. Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, it's horrible, man. It's those damn Chinese. Yeah, I don't like my camera. I had a Canon HF-G30 I loved. Then they tried to screw me on a repair. I just impulsively bought a Sony AX-53, which sucks for low light. So on the video, a Sony AX53, I'll give anybody who wants a video camera to start a YouTube channel a hell of a deal. I don't like its low light capabilities. I got screwed out of videotaping the damn moon rising last night. And on the camera, I have a Nikon D850 with all the lenses. I've got all the lenses for it. Why take pictures of what? Oh, thank you, Ron. Oh, okay, that's right now. I was talking to a lady, ordered a new telephone last week from Verizon. We got talking. I said I did lives and, you know, was looking for a phone. And she said, do you have a YouTube channel? I said, yeah, I get talking. I said, she said, what's the name of it? She was down in Toledo. I said, Chosen One. She said, I know you. She said, I watched your angel video. Yeah, Marguerite's interesting. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mishma. Appreciate it. Super easy, Leon. Really easy. If I can do it, anybody can. I hate learning that kind of stuff, and I force myself to. I can barely do it. Why take photos? Because I think they're unique, and that's why. And they like being photographed. And I give them copies of their photographs. I put them on SD cards. Do you not like something about that? Yeah, I ask them if I can take pictures. You think they stand there and I just fire away while they look right into the camera? Oh, thank you, Faye. Yeah, Kelly and I are, you know, go hot and cold. Oh, yeah, they're full of shit. I think they're cool. I'm going to start printing pictures of them, too. And I'll make a calendar of them. You know, there's something compelling about being there. And Marguerite, I mean, I'm going to have a big old giant 14 by 18 frame photograph of Marguerite on my wall. Oh, thank you. You don't need to do that, Nagel. They do like taking it. They giggle. I mean, I notice they'll giggle like a young girl sometimes. Because what I'll do is, and some of them are young girls, is it's got a rapid fire where I can bust off like 30 shots in 2 seconds. So I'll just hold my finger down, tell them to look left, right, up, down, smile, sad. That's how I do it. It takes about 5 seconds. Yeah, they like it. They like having it taken. Isn't that something? And like I said, I give them copies of it if they want it, you know? No, I'll give you some. Don't worry. I'll give them to you. Don't worry about it. That's a good question, Virgil. I don't know. I'll ask her next time. Yeah, I mean, even if nothing happened, I like doing it. I think I mean, when I was living in Chicago, I had a buddy of mine that modeled. And, you know, I met a lot of good looking people, guys and girls, because of that. He won Fear Factor when it first came out, like the second episode. And I met all sorts. I mean, Ashton Kutcher, I knew him when he was nothing. And finally, I would meet the managers of these modeling agencies, and they finally wanted me to do comp cards for them. You know, I don't know if you know what a comp card is. It's a little card, and it's got like different pictures of models. And those are what you send to prospective customers. So I started doing comp cards, and they were all good-looking women, and you were hobnobbing at these parties, and I just couldn't stand it. I thought it was just so unbelievably boring. I only did it for about 2 weeks. I just didn't like it. Hey Pam, but when I'm down in Detroit and I'm photographing like people that I got to know through down there, homeless, working girls, I'm really into it big time, and I really super enjoy it. So I don't know how to explain this. I can just tell you how I feel. Hey Lana, how you doing? Oh Mel, no kidding. Must have been good looking. Modeling is such a racket and scam. Do it, Elzer, do it. No, don't be a chicken. It's not at all like you think. It's nothing to be afraid of. Just they are flattered and interested in talking to you. Start your own YouTube channel, man. If nothing else, all you people can go back. I mean, you're lucky now, depending on how old you are, you can go back. I mean, if I had my whole life on interviews and activities and stuff on video, I'd be going back all the time reminiscing. This is like a good time for you to do this. Even if nobody watches, you got all this cataloged and chronicled on a platform that you can access without stacks of photo albums at your home. Do it. Well, I mean, the kind of photography I now do now is kind of screwing around. I mean, I knew what I was doing. It was all film back then. I just didn't like doing it. I thought it was really super boring. I hated doing it. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? I went to a custom lab and had everything printed, and it was just, I didn't like it. One thing that surprised me was the girls, how cool they were and how friendly they were. They weren't stuck up and bitchy. And man, I had some good times down there with those women. Just super beautiful and fun as hell. Really nice. Not at all what I was expecting. Indigenous women. I don't know about that. I'd be interested in that. No, I don't know that YouTuber. To tell you the truth, the only Indigenous woman I've ever interviewed is uh, Indian Liz, which she asked me to call her that, by the way, and Mari. Other than that, I don't know of any examples of that because I just haven't crossed paths with these women. Oh, that'll do it, Cindy. You better believe it. Yep. Oh, no, sorry about that, Dana. Hey, Holiday, how you doing? Not at all. I don't think at all. No, no. I can tell you this, since I've started doing this, there's never been any talk of sex or half off or you're a guy, would you be interested in becoming a customer? It's never happened. Never. Not one time. So I would say no. I would say no. Oh, okay, Astrid. Yeah, I really like Indian Liz. She got a unique personality, a very distinctive look. Oh, YouTuber, you're over there as well, huh? All right. Yeah, boy, that's not good. I don't know about that. Good, man. How's it going? I'll give you a call again in the daytime. Oh, you do? Hit the refresh button, Cindy. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do, Virgil. Yeah, once in a while. Just talked to her a week or so ago. Yeah, hot-headed, man. Yeah, temper. I get pissed. I'm not doing as many of those as I used to. Finally maturing, I guess. Oh, really? I was there. Okay, huh? Yeah, to me, as far as like, somebody with my interest, uh, Detroit's a gold mine, never ending everything. Plus, I knew it as a child. As far as videography and photography and content, I can't imagine a better place. Yeah, honestly, I'm being straight with you, Astrid. That's how I saw it. It was a nuisance. I mean, constant phone calls. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I always thought that too. Not that I know of, Dana. And I've always been real suspicious that some of these guys are doing that, but they never admit to it if they are. She was actually very sweet, but she had a lunatic son-in-law, and it was just a combination of things. Oh, okay, Gina. Yeah, I'll do that. Yep. No, I do not. I'll get calls from people sometime, tell me to keep a lookout for people, and I will call them if I find them. That black girl over on John R. Little Bit, a lady called me from Atlanta that wanted me to find her and was going to take her in Atlanta. Yeah, probably, Dana. Yeah, probably right. I haven't been able to unvan people. I've been going around with YouTube for this for 3 months, 4 months almost. I can't unblock anybody. It doesn't work. All the other functions work except the unblock. And I get a bullshit email from them about every 3 days saying they're working on it. I would unblock everybody. I'm willing to give anybody another bite at the apple, but I can't unblock them. I've got like, I think 13,000 people blocked. So, Virgil, tell her to just come up with another ID temporarily. I'll unblock her as soon as I can. But I've been trying to do this forever. Hey, say that, boys. How you doing? Yeah. Still like 80 degrees out. I think it's great. All you people are up late like this. It's fun. This wouldn't be that fun at noon. Hey, baby Jesus. Well, it's mainly people, making negative comments about the women. It's 1:22 a.m. here. Oh, thank you, Rio. They should have been a lot better. This video camera I have sucks for low light. I'm going to get another one. I was looking at new cameras tonight, which I hate getting them because I've only had this one about a year. Oh, no kidding, Mel. Wow. That's how hot it's going to be here tomorrow. Yeah, no problem. On the still photography, video camera, I use a Sony AX53, and on the still photography, I use a Nikon D850. Sorry about that, Virgil. Yeah, I like the night chats better. That's what I do. Drink a couple beers. Got the door open, but the air conditioning on. Daisy's sitting here. 2:23. Now, where are you at, YouTuber? Where you at? Oh, thank you, Keto. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Oh, Hugh, that's cool. Where you at out there, Hugh? Oh, Nick, okay. Did you have a problem with that for a while? Oh, Nova Scotia. Okay, yeah, you did mention that. I told you I drove all the way there from Chicago one weekend. Yeah, I'm a night owl too. Oh, Connecticut. Okay. My parents were from Connecticut. Oh wow, Nick, glad you got off that. Oh, Atlantic Beach. All right. You ever get down around India Atlantic, Keto? Down near Melbourne? Oh, thank you, Leon. Yeah, I like staying up late. Love Calgary. Beautiful area. You ever go to Lethbridge? All right, Faye. Oh, okay, Keto. Yeah, I love it. I love it there. Hey, Diana. How you doing? Good for you, Faye. Yeah, I don't like it hot. I don't like it hot. Oh, good for you, sad boy. Hey, what's the difference between custard and ice cream? Anybody know? Oh, no kidding, question everything. That's cool. Thank you. Well, you're not kidding. Now that's been probably over a year. Egg yolks, huh? Now, is it better than ice cream? Huh. Oh, thank you, Liam. Yeah, I don't know. I never really got the full story on that, Dan. She's with her mother, and Jamie's doing the same. Yeah, the big time, yeah. Well, I definitely got my fair share of enemies. Oh, thank you, question. Oh, it's creamier than ice cream. Okay. No, no, custard. That's what Culver says. It's yolk. It's that instead of ice cream. Oh, really, YouTuber? Okay. Oh, is it? Is it Terry? No, okay. Oh, it is totally different, huh? Yeah, I like toasted almond. You can get that from Good Humor Truck. Yeah, fried ice cream's good. Not everywhere though. Oh yeah, that's where Culver's gets all their stuff. Says they get it from 25 dairies in Wisconsin. Thank you, Mishman. Yeah, I like food. Yeah, that's what happens when you give up, Ilzer. Yeah, you're right, YouTuber. Yep. Oh, that's good, Mishman. No, that's a tool rental place, Jeff. They rent tools. Buffalo brisket, boy, that sounds good. A lot less fat. How'd it taste? Well, you like that Astrid, huh? Oh, liquid nitrogen? Huh. Oh, good for you, lad. Yeah, are they still open, Baker Square? Yeah, Applewood, that's right, yep. I like Milwaukee. There used to be a Greek restaurant on the south side. Excellent Greek food. Uh, Spicy almonds. Yeah, I think so too, sir. Yeah, I do. Oh, good for you, Faye. That's cool. What's that other outfit, that Young Farmers of America or something, or Future Farmers of America or something? You have that up there? Oh, that's interesting, Lon. I did 13 years downtown. Yep. Oh, cool. Interesting, sad boys. Yeah, yeah. Future Farmers America. Yep. I don't know. Is farming? Are people going into it like they used to? You know, we've had quite a few big dairy farmers up here sell all their dairy cattle. Weren't making any money. The one big play, automated milkers, all that. They just bought the local Dairy Queen. You think so, Nigel? Boy, a beautiful moon tonight. You guys see that moon up there? Gorgeous. Super bright yellow. Actually, I'm going to go outside right now and take a couple pictures of this moon. Dave, you want to go out with Dad and take a couple pictures of the moon? Huh? Let's take a couple pictures of the moon, huh? Want to come out here and peek while Dad takes the pictures? Want to come out here and peek while Dad takes the pictures?
Go pee pee, Dad. Go pee pee. Go there, go pee pee. Go pee pee. Good girl, huh? What, did you guys see Venus out there shining tonight? Go outside if it's clear where you live and look at that moon and look at Venus. It's just super bright tonight. Beautiful. I've got a Questar 7. Oh, okay, Faye. Oh, okay, Faye. Yeah, I've been interviewed before. Yeah, yeah. Go out there and look, Dana. It's stunning. Look at Venus up to the top and to the right. Super bright. Hey, anybody where it's clear outside, go look at that moon now. See it in the video right there up to the top right? See it up there? And you see Venus to the left. This has got the reverse. You see that dot to the left? That's Venus. Do you see Venus out there, Cindy? See Venus? Oh, okay, Mishman. Yeah, it takes a while to get good at recognizing that stuff. Yeah, do you see that read out there? If you look out there, look at Venus shining. Wow. You see how much more lit up it is outside tonight? Yeah, isn't this cool, Leon? Now, Leon, let's see, what time is it where you're at, Leon, right now? Hey, Miranda, there's Miranda right there. You asked if the women come on. How you doing? How's it going? How's it going, Miranda? Great, good for you. Did you watch your interview? No, sorry about that, Dana. I know how that goes. Here's one of your big fans, Miranda, Rita. Yeah, Lana, it's really, did you go out there and look, Lana? You see it up there? Miranda, go outside and look at that moon, and that's Venus up there, that bright light next to it, to the right. It's worth it. You can't miss it. Yeah, isn't that beautiful, John? Yeah, anytime, Miranda. I'm glad to have you on here. Yeah, that's right, Lana. It should be. Yeah, and that's something, Cindy. I don't remember seeing it that bright, and it's a hazy night tonight. It's hazy, and it's still that bright. Yeah, Leanne, thank you.
This is a beautiful night out. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it, John? Gorgeous. Oh, Julie, you see Venus up there? To the top left of the moon? I mean, top right to the moon? It's top left on this camera, but. Oh, you got way more than that. They're in bed right now, Miranda. A lot more than that. Oh, that's cool, Astro. Astro. No, you should see it easy, Julie. You should see it easy. It's way up high and look to the south. Oh, you'll see it, Julie, big time. And look for Venus to the top right. Yeah, good, Miranda. I told you. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that thing. That is really sad. I was surprised it was open. It's been closed all year. Oh, okay, Julie. Now pay attention to where the moon is on the screen and Venus and watch it rotate. It's really interesting. When you just go out and look for a couple of minutes, you know, just it's kind of stuck there. You know it moves, but when you're on something like this where you can watch it for a long time, it's interesting to see the angles it changes. Oh, good, Astrid. That's cool. No, that's no kidding. Lake Superior's a monster. I was up there a couple months ago, and man, I'll tell you, it's unique. You know, Lake Superior has enough water in it to cover North America and South America in 6 inches of water. Oh, good, Julie. What's that, John? No, no, I don't. Nope. It was a bad area up here. You know, we've got such high trees, and If you keep them out in a rural area where it's open, the wild animals wreak havoc on them. And the deck angle's so low with these high trees in the winter, they don't get enough winter sunlight. Wow, good for you, Miranda. Congratulations. You know, I have not, Dan. I've been up there, but when you get those storms from the north in the winter, it's impressive. It just busts stuff and breaks things in half. It's just violent looking. It's not like the other Great Lakes. Yeah, you're right, Virgil. Yeah, isn't that crazy, Dana? Yeah, it's great, isn't it? That's the right question, everything. Great, Leon. Oh, really, Dana? Yeah, raccoons are intelligent animals. I haven't picked it up yet. It's still down in Atlanta, Rita. I don't even know when I'm going to go get it. I'll probably just put it in my garage. You know, it's just too good of a deal and kind of what I'm looking for, and I won't rush to buy something. I mean, my Astro van, if it had a major catastrophe, that'd be it. I just leave it there, so now I don't need to worry about it. You know, I'm not sure of that. I don't think so, but I don't know for sure. Wow, dude. 'Em. Yeah, you're right, Nigel. All right, good night, Lana. 480 or 380,000. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it's still up there. You look on the screen, it's that little pin dot of light to the left of the moon. Hey, look at the, is that a fox or a cat out there? Cat. Good night, sad boys. Good night, Miranda. See that cat walking around? Good night, Julie. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Well, I think I'm going to hit the hay myself, go to bed myself, you guys. It's great having a chat this late, all these people on here tonight. I'll be on tomorrow. I hope you have a good day tomorrow. It's going to be another broiler. Scotty Olson, the hockey guy? The hockey guy, Nigel? Oh, I do, Leon. Oh, thank you, Dan. Oh, Scotty Olson, the boxer. Yeah, oh, that guy. Yeah, barely, barely. Yeah, that's from a long time ago. Good night, Cindy. Yeah, you'll be on tomorrow night, won't you? Good night, Virtual. Yeah, remind me of that. Bring that up. I'm gonna research it in the midtime. God, I remember that name, but I don't remember about as a boxer. Good night, Elzara. Good night, John. Yeah, I'll check it out. Thank you. You too, Nagel. Yep, you too. Good night, everybody. Good night, Angel. All right, Baz. Yep. Yep, see you tomorrow. Daisy's ready to hit the hay.